So, welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today we are gonna build this kitchen with island step by step, and it exists on 8 cabinets. And yeah, when there are any questions, just let me know. And we will go step by step through it. And yeah, I turn off the room, and that is a project. And now we start a new project and go step by step through it. So we click on, first of all, I change the language to English, and now we click in File and start a new project. We don't need to save this. So, all right, first of all, we set the dimension of the room. So this should be here 6,000 meter. 6,000 millimeter. So, and here this is 4,050 on the left side. So because it is an open area, we set this wall to 300. So then we have here the open area. So, and our first cabinet, that is for the fridge, and it has a width of 1,600 millimeter, and the height of the first cabinet is 2,200. Now we type it in, and it has one vertical. And you see you can here choose between single or double side, and you can also pass it through top and bottom. Then there are actually 2 cabinets. But the program notices as one. So here on the right side, we do want to have 2 horizontals, and the areas, they are related in relation 1 to 2 to 1 to each other. So here you click on here and just change the height how you want to have it. And in this case, it's 1 to 2 to 1 to each other. So then we are pretty much done with the first cabinet. Here we add a left door. On top we add a lid. Here you can choose Bloom Aventus, and we just drag it and drop it in here. And here on the right side we have a right door, and here on the bottom we just add 2 drawers. Here you can also choose the hardware of the drawers. So then we are done with the first cabinet, and the second one has a width of 3,600, and the height and the width is the same, and we will attach it right here. So we just we typed in the dimensions, and then we just drag it and drop it on here. So, and here we are. Now you see that is still one cabinet. When you click here on division and add also 2 verticals, just by drag and dropping it in this area, you see here we have also 3 cabinets. So also we do want to have here a trim on top, or a cover panel, or a working top, however you call it. We just click on here and it's automatically here. and here you can choose an individual overlap to the front. So, and we go to material. Yeah, the working top should have thickness, and then you just drag it and drop it on here. Yeah, you can choose here different materials, how you want to have it. So, and the cabinet is done, the division is done. So for the fronts, we do want to have 3 drawers here. Also the Movento, and we just drag it and drop it in here. But the drawers, they are related. Yeah, you can also do it individually. They are in this case related in relation 1 to 2 to 2 to each other. That's why you just click on the front smart click here and change here the height. Type in number 2, and here on the bottom the same 2, and you can do it for every area, but you can also click here on the smart click on the top left corner of the area, what you see purple colored now. You click here and you can use a copy function, and you click here as well, and here you can paste it. Yeah, here's the same. So, and here we don't want to have a drawer, so that's why we delete it, and we want to add here 1 trim here on top of this, and here we are. So you see here on the front we do have a trim. We want to have it here on the right side as well. That's why you can activate the checkbox here, and then we have it here, and you can also change the offset, how you want to have it. You can also type in 20 and it's immediately changing. All right, and then we can go to the wall mounting cabinet. Yeah, and this is the same. They have the same width. The depth is 350 and the height is of them are 700. So you see when you zoom in here, then the smart click appears and you just drag it and drop it on here, and it's getting attached on here. So you see it's still 1 cabinet, and it also should be 3. So we let it passing through top and bottom. And when we go back to the cabinet tab, beneath cabinet, we need to remove here the plinth legs and return it here to no plinth. And it's getting automatically bigger. So yeah, if you want, you can here add like adjustable shelves here. And for the fronts, you can here also add double doors, how your customer want to have it. Yeah, in the middle, you can use lid, and here as well a double door. So, and here we do want to have a sink. So that's why you activate here the sink and just drag it and drop it beneath this area. So, and it appearing here. So, all right, then we are done with the first part. Yeah, the first wall is well done. And now we are going to the kitchen island. Yeah, the kitchen island does has the same width. Yeah, when we go here to the cabinet tab, it has here also 3600 width, and height is 900. Yeah, type here in 900, and depth is 1100. So, and now we have a distance to the left. Yeah, it should have here the same distance like the second cabinet here. So the distance to left is 1600. So, and the distance to the back, yeah, it's 2250. Distance to back, 2250. Yeah, on the end, I show you why, because here is also coming a door, and you will see it on the end, but you can also change it any time. So when we typed in all the parameters, yeah, we are ready to drag and drop it here, in this case on the middle wall, which you see here purple colored. In cases where you don't see it, you can also turn here that we see it here from the back. Yeah, and now we drag and drop it so that we are here with the mouse on the middle wall, and then we drop it, and you see it's appearing here. All right, that looks good, and now we're gonna modify the island. So therefore, first of all, yeah, we add here as well 2 verticals, that we have 3 areas. Yeah, and in this case, because it's in the middle, we do want to have a plinth also with a trim on the left, right, and back side. Yeah, when you don't want to have here, for in this special case, the plinth leg, you can also remove it. Yeah, and here you can also set the offset how you want to have it. So, and here, the last time when we had a project with the kitchen island, yeah, we attached here a second cabinet on the back, but it's also a different way possible. You can move the back so that we have like 2 areas on the front and back, and therefore you go in this area here and you click on it, and then you go here in the settings, and here you see everything what you can change in this area. Yeah, and here you can choose the distance of the back panel. Yeah, the distance of the back panel to create an area behind the back. Yeah, and here when we type in 550 here, 550, and we save this, then you see the back is going here, and here we have also an area. So that is also possible, yeah. And which is also important that we have here a cover panel on top, and that we set the overlap to front, to back, and to the sides. So, and I also recommend, because later on we will make here a cutout, that we have the right thickness of the cover panel, because the height keeps the same, but here this area is getting smaller. You see now it's 765, and when we add here this cover panel, so that is this one, you will see this area is getting smaller. Now it's from 765 to 744. But that is how we want to have it. And now we want to make here the same. Here in this area, we click on here in the settings. And here I use the arrows to see it, distance of back panel, because I am looking more on the pictures, because they describe it also in a visual way, and I prefer it through before this here. So here we type also 550 and we save this. Yeah, and then we go to the front, and here we want to have 3 drawers. 2 drawers we want to have. Yeah, here we want to have 2 drawers. And here as well, 2 drawers. But what you see, I undo this. Yeah, you see here, I didn't move the back, but you can also, to save time, you can also copy this area with the drawers and you save more time. Yeah, you click here on the smart click for this area, you click then on copy, and here it's important that you pick the right smart click, because here we have it for the whole area. Yeah, you see the whole area, and here you see only the left one. Yeah, you click on here and you click on paste, and then you have the 2 drawers here and here the back. Yeah, and when you want to work here in the back and you want to have this out of the way, you can here also click on the red eye and here to draw the room, and click here again to turn off everything except the activated cabinet. So, and now you can add here 3 drawers. All right, and here on the right side, that is specific because we have here an open area. That's why we go here to division, and we want to add here 2 horizontals so that we have 3 areas, and they are here related in relation 1 to one to each other. Yeah, you can do it like me, or you can click here also on the arrows for this area. So, and then you drag and drop one draw in here on the top and here on the bottom as well. All right. And now we will have here a cabinet in cabinet, and therefore you just, it doesn't matter what value parameters are here, you just drag it and drop it here and it's getting adapted. Yeah, you see, because we have this view here, it's automatically activated the fifth cabinet. Yeah, and we keep it like this, and it's easier for us to make the changes. So here we don't want to have a grooved back, we want to have a flat back. And the distance to the side should be 0. So we don't want to have a plinth either, plinth legs, so that's why we remove it. And here we want to have this material. Yeah, I activate here all parts of the group, then it's going faster, but the back is a different group. So now we have it, and here's the right side we don't want to have. Yeah, we can remove it. You see also here the side is still passing, so that's why you click here on a smart click and let the horizontal, the bottom panel passing. Yeah, you see it's now passing. Here's still the side passing. We delete here the right side. Yeah, and you still see the gap. We don't want to have the gap. That's why we let the horizontal passing. So that is it. And now we activate here the whole project. So, and what you see now, we need to extend it here. Yeah, that is on the same level as the fronts. And here we need to make a cutout. And we also need, because it's just going to this edge, we also need to extend it. So that's why we go here. And we click on here. And here we type in the equal sign. And in this case, I type in plus 19, that we have 1 millimeter more, plus 1164. We confirm it with enter, and you see now why. Yeah, because you see here, we measure now this area where we make a cutout. So we use now the function to measure the distances. So that's why you keep the control button, which you find on the left bottom corner of your keyboard. Yeah, you keep it pressed, and then you go here to this edge, you click it. So we pan up, and you keep clicked again the control button, and then we measure this point. Yeah, you see here dx, that's the 1 millimeter what I made a bit more, and here we have 213. Yeah, that is best to note it down, 213. Yeah, and here this distance here from the front to here, it's 550. Yeah, I know it because the area has a depth of 550, which we typed in before. And it's also important to note this. And now we need to have the cutout here. That is 354. Yeah, you can also measure it. Keep the control button pressed. Go here on this corner. And here on the top as well. Yeah, 355. So when we now know the measurements, then we double click on here, and the editor is opening where we have the 2D view. So yeah, you see it here. That is the front. Yeah, here you see the groove for the back. Yeah, that is here the drillings for the drawers, and that is our open area. Yeah, we have here now a distance 213, then 354, and here 550. So we go here in the editor and go now to the, open the 2D cut, the QCut, and then we click here on line tools, and we want to have here parallels with distance. Yeah, and here you type in the distance. Our first distance is 213, and that is here, that is the bottom, and you activate it. You click on here, then it's activated. The next distance is 354 from here, and then we have the 550 from the front. So now we can go back and we go here to the modification tools, and here you click on break out the segments. Yeah, because we don't want to have this guys here and this on the front neither. Then we go back again, and we have more segments here, and we need to have here a polyline. That's why we click here on the polyline tools, and here we create a polyline from the segments. And now we have one polyline. We save it here now, clicking on save, and then we close it, and then we import DXF, and you see it on here, and then we close it. And when we have done a great job, then it looks like this. So you see now we need to change it here, yeah, that we are here on the same level to the front. Yeah, this is 18, and that's why we click here OK. And because we, yeah, it's not wholly covered, but you see it's here covered. You can click on here as well to type in the equal sign, 18 plus 550, confirming with enter. Yeah, then you see I now shut it down. Yeah, my computer is really getting hot because I have more programs running. So here we want to load our last backup. We click here on yeah, it means yes. And then it's loading the last backup. Now the program is saving backups time after time. Yeah, you see it's actually how we want to have it. Yeah, that is also the good thing. TrunCAD automatically saved backups, and when it's happened that your computer or laptop is breaking, the backup is still saved and you don't waste your time. So, all right, yeah, it's here now on the same level. And now we need to make this 1 millimeter smaller. Yeah, and here when you see, here it's changed 515 plus 18. Yeah, but when it's covered, you can here also click, yeah, you make sure that the activated cabinet is the cabinet 5 in this case, and you click on a red eye. And here you draw the room and turn everything off. And you can here also change the distances and the measurements, and here we want to have 1182. So, all right, then this is done as well. Now we draw all cabinets, and yeah, we are done with this island. So the next thing is pretty easy. We click here on a cabinet. It's just like a box here on top of it. 300. Yeah, and when you want to have a cabinet on top of an other cabinet, yeah, you just drag it and drop it here on the smart click. So, and here we don't want to have the plinths and no plinth legs. So the back is also flat, and the distance to the side is 0. Yeah, and we don't want to have here the top panel, so we delete it. And the material, yeah, you can choose, do you want to have a 14 mil material? Yeah, then you can activate all parts of group. And here for the back as well. And now we want to add a front, and here a trim on the front. Yeah, and you see the trim is belonging to the fronts, and it does has a gap of 3 mil. Yeah, we change here the material, and then we can also change the distances. Yeah, you can measure it when you keep the control button pressed and go here in this corner. Click on this and here as well. Now you see we have dx and dz, so to the side and to the top 3 mil left. And you click here on any smart click, it doesn't matter if it's this or this, and here you can change the overlap to top. We add 3 millimeter. Yeah, and here for the side as well. Add 3 millimeter. And then you see here, my computer crashed again, so we need to load it again. Yeah, because I have more programs open and Zoom is also soaking a lot of power. So here we change now the overlap to right, as it is already done. So, and now we click on here and change the distance to left. That is in the middle, 100. And here the distance to the back is 600. Put it here on the back. We need to type in -600. So here we are. And here the height of it is 100. So, all right, now our island is also well done. And now we go here to the left side. We have 2 cabinets left. And we click here on the cabinet tab. And the width of the cabinet is 2100. The height is 2200. And the depth is 550. Distance left is 0. And we drag it and drop it here on the left wall. Yeah, please make sure that your mouse arrow is exactly here on the left wall and not somewhere else. Yeah, it has to be exactly here on the wall. So, and now we can plan this cabinet, and here it's also good to turn everything off so that we only see the single cabinet. Yeah, and the cabinet is also divided here, and the right part has a width of 300. That is all right. And then we have 2 horizontals in the left area, and they are also related in relation 1 to 2 to 1 to each other. That's why we click here on the measurement for the middle one and type in number 2. And here on the bottom and top, we have here a vertical. So here on the right cabinet, we have 4 shelves. And then we go here to the front tab. Here on top, we have 2 lids. And on the bottom, we have 2 drawers. We also have here the Movento. Just drag it and drop it here in this area. So, and the left side should also be open. That's why we click here in this area on the smart click for this area. Click here in setting. And here, when we go down, we have here open area 2 sides. We type in here number 1. It means yes. You see it here also in the graphic. And you save it. And then this side is open. And we don't want to have here a grooved back. We want to have, here we go back to the cabinet and we want to have it flat. Distance to side can also be 1 millimeter. All right, that is also done. Here we do have a different material, because it's the same material we used for the open area, and we click here all parts of group, and then all verticals and horizontals on this cabinet has the same material, and the fronts have also the same material. And here on the right side, we do need a right door. Now we activate here on the drop down menu the right door, and then we just drag it and drop it here over vertical, then it's going through the whole area. We don't want to have 2. When it's something like this, you can click here on a smart click for one front, click on here and delete it. All right, that is our 7th cabinet. When you want to have here an extra, because I see it, an extra plinth leg, you can also go in the cabinet tab beneath cabinet, and here in the setting, and here we have all plinth legs activated. You can change here also the distances, and here plinth leg in the middle we activate it with 1. Or we type in here distance. We type in 1500. Then draw a plinth leg from a distance of 1500, and then we will get 1 after we save it. You see here in the middle we have now an extra plinth leg. So here the offset you can also turn it to 20. And when you want to have it also here on the left side, you can click on here. And you can here activate it for the left and also here for the right side. Yeah, you see here also they are coming. If you don't want to have them, you can also turn them off. When you go here, maximum distance between, when we type in here like 2100, then they will disappear. All right, now we are coming to our last one. So that is pretty simple. You just drag it and drop the new cabinet in this area. So, and because it's in this area here, we need to change here the distance. Yeah, we click here on a red cross and we change here the distance to the left. Yeah, because it automatically has a distance of 18, so that is in this area. And we type in here number 0. And we need to add this 18 here. So that's why we click on this measurement for the width of the area, type in the equal sign, 18 plus the actual measurement, and confirm it with enter. So we turn off the plinths and the plinth legs. So, and you see our width of the cabinet is 550, but here, because of the back, this area is smaller, so we add here, can also type in 550. So then we click on here and see the whole room. So here we need to change also the distance to the back. Yeah, I forgot about it. So we can measure here the distance. It's the X is 9. So we click here on the red cross and type in here 9 plus 9 is 18. And we don't need to have 2 backs, that's why we can delete it here. We don't need to have a double back. So, and when we have done this, we do go here now in the division tab. We have 2 verticals. So, and in this case, we want to have here, say, don't pass through top and bottom, and they are single. Yes, that is how we want to have it. So, and the left side should be open. Yeah, that's why we click here on the left side, go here in the area for the left side, and here we click in the settings, and here that is the same as before. We type in here open area to side number 1 and save it. So, and then the area is open. So you see here still the gap because we need to let the horizontal passing. All right. Now it's well done. And last but not least, we still have here two areas. Yeah, that is the left one is an open area, and here on the middle and right one we do have two horizontals. And the middle area has a height of 600. So, and here on top is coming a lid, and on the bottom is coming a drawer, and on the middle is coming an oven. So now we need to go to the material, and we change here also the materials, and we remove now all parts of the group because we want to have the lid and the drawer here in the same material. And here for the oven we type in kitchen, and we just use here this oven. So, and you can, the experience customers know, you can here copy this, and here you can paste it. Yeah, and you see we have everywhere we have the handles. So when you want to change it, when you don't want to have the handles, then you go here also on the front tab. Now you see here, you have here on the right side the handles. You can go here and you can type in no handles. Then it's for only this cabinet. When you have push to open, and here when you want to have it for all cabinets, you can here click all cabinets. And when you don't want to have it for one of these cabinets, you remove the checkbox. And then when you have made your selection, you close it, and then all handles are disappeared. So you see here still a gap because I forgot to add here the 18 mil. Yeah, we can here also check it. Yeah, the distance of this one. Yeah, we zoom a bit out. To this one is, here is 18, and here from here to here we need to add 18 mil. Yeah, so we click here, equals 18 plus 1782, and then the gap is here also closed. So, and here when you wanna have on the 7th cabinet here divided the back as well, yeah, you can click here to cabinet, choose cabinet number 7. Yeah, you see here when you go with the mouse over a part, you see it purple colored. And when you type in here depth of division 2, then it's getting divided. All right, that is it. And now when you are done, you can turn on the room. And we can also change the materials for the room. So yeah, when you click here on materials, I can choose now different materials here for the left wall and for the right wall, and the same with the bottom. Yeah, here when you click on a room tab, you can also set the ceiling invisible. Yeah, and now last but not least, we are adding here the door. Yeah, and therefore you click here on door and you type in the width like 2200. The height here also 2200. Distance to the left is 2150, and then you just drag it and drop it here on the wall, and it's getting this position. And you can also change the material for the door, and therefore you go here to the material tab and you just filter for door, and then you just drag it and drop it. All right, and now we are done. And last but not least, you can here turn off the smart legs and measurements and present it to your customer. And you can also draw it with open fronts. And when you click here again, you see it with visible fronts, so that you see here like the drawers. All right, this is it. This is a project which is a bit more complex and it took a bit more time, but I think you still learned a lot of it, and I wish you good luck to plan it yourself. And when you have questions, just create a ticket via that formula and our support agents are helping you. All right, thank you for your attention and take care. Bye-bye.